Hello everyone, welcome to the episode of I'm Midnight, and today we're going to be talking about being fat, plus size, thick, plump, chunky, juicy, jiggly puff in South Korea. Like, being big, okay? Look, I consider myself fat. Like, that's just, like, I don't want to hear nothing. You're not fat, you're beautiful. Nigga, I never said I was ugly. I said I consider myself fat. Calm the fuck down. So I'm plus size for sure, 100%. Okay, and I am fat. Like, I already know. I'm cute. Like, I get it. Okay, so let's move past that point. But coming to Korea, where not everyone, but a very large percentage of the population is a size small, is an adjustment period for myself and for a lot of people who are plus size, or not even plus size, but you know, larges or extra larges. So today we're gonna delve deep into that, what it's like being here, how like the experience that you'll have, and where can you find clothes or things as a bigger size or a plus size woman. So before we really get into the video, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. You can follow me on my social medias at I'm Midnight, and you can also check out my link tree down below, because that is going to have all my social medias. And if you guys want to go above and beyond and you want to help out with the channel and leave a little tip, I would really appreciate it, but you don't have to. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so it's me from the future. Why? Because I forgot to record this part, but that's okay. If you just want to know about plus size clothing in South Korea, or clothing for people who are larges, extra large, etc. in South Korea, or how clothing works, etc., then you can skip to this timestamp right here. This timestamp right there. And just go and you can start from there. Because right now I'm just gonna tell you about what it's like being plus size in South Korea, okay? Okay. So, the quick abridged version of being plus size in South Korea is nothing. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all, in my opinion. And as long as you are right mentally and you like yourself and you don't have problems with your body, you're gonna have a great time. Korea is not a place for people who are insecure to come. So if you're insecure about yourself, you have problems with your body, you have problems with comparing yourself to others, I don't think this place will be the best place for you. If you already have those problems where you live, like, you should work on that before you come here, because there's a possibility that it will have a negative effect to your mental health. Reason being, the average person is a size small, medium. They're really petite. You hear a lot of foreigners who come here that I've also seen, you know, are, you know, model body types, or, you know, thinner body types. There are plus size people here, plus size Korean girls, plus size American people here, or just, you know, what's considered an average body type in America. You'll see that here as well. But for the most part, most of the women are petite. The clothing is small. It's small and it's medium. And if you're not a small, medium, possibly a large, you're gonna struggle to buy clothes. And that might make you upset. So, you know, it's things like that. The seats on the bus seats, they're made for smaller bodies because the average Korean citizen is small. So, you know, I'm filling the whole seat, and then a little bit extra on the side, because I got hips. So there's things like that. Let me think. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, in all, I haven't, you know, had any negative experience because of me being fat. But like I said, if I wasn't as comfortable with myself as I am now, I wouldn't have a good time, because it will be in my mind all the time. And when I came here for the first time, that's like, oh my goodness, because I wasn't ready here to be here, if that makes any sense. Because everybody was so small, and I was smaller then. So I'm bigger now, and now I'm perfectly fine. Moving forward with, like, in that same realm, I'm not a teacher, I'm not a student, I'm not, someone who, works here full time. So your experiences with your coworkers, your teachers, your other fellow students, friends that you make here in Korea are going to be different. I've heard so many times that people will tell you that you're gaining weight, that you're fat, that you need to lose weight, that you look better if you lose weight, that you're better if you're skinny, blah, blah, blah. It hasn't happened to me because I'm a tourist. So if you're coming here from, to be a tourist or to have a tourist experience, for the most part, you're not going to have these type of situations unless it's from your friends that you make in Korea. Like if you come here for like 2 weeks and you're going to go partying, go do this, go do that, and you're plus size, you're going to be fine. In my personal opinion. I can't guarantee nothing. But if you're coming here to work, you're coming here to live or whatever, I would recommend you looking at other YouTubers who live here and work here full time, who are bigger or plus size, so that you can actually understand what the experience is going to be like, because it's definitely going to be different than my experience. My lived experience is just that one of a tourist, and other people's experiences is that of a person who works there, and they're having different interactions than I'm having. So I haven't been denied to any stores, I haven't been denied any clubs or anything like that because I'm big or because I'm black or anything of that situation. But I make sure that I had to research before I came, and that I'm only going to places that would accept me in the first place. So I hadn't had anyone like treat me weirdly because I'm big or make any comments to me. So for the most part, I'm good. Genuinely, being here, you're perfectly fine. People are gonna stare. If you're black, people are gonna stare at you anyway. So whether you're black and like big or black and small, you're gonna get stared at. You're just gonna get stared at. If you're anything but Korean or any other Asian, then you're gonna get stared at regardless. So you might as well just do you, wear what you want, be happy, blah blah blah. What I will say is, if you're plus size, like you plus size, my size, a little bit smaller than me, a little bit bigger than me, etc., bring all your clothes, bring everything that you could possibly need, bring your shoes if you have big feet, bring all the stuff that you could care to use, your dark skin, bring your stuff that you need, because you're not going to find it here, and if you do, it's going to be really pricey, and it's just going to be hard to get your hands on. So just think about that. But besides that, that's just my general experience. I haven't had any bad experiences. I'll update you guys if I do. Hopefully I don't. Oh, and in regards to dating, I don't talk to anyone romantically. No one has asked me for my number. No one's hit on me. Maybe I'm ugly. Maybe it's Maybelline. Shit, I don't know. That was funny to me. So I can't tell you guys. I'm cracking all over the place, my voice, I'm sorry. I can't tell you guys what that is like, dating being plus size or dating being black, because I'm not doing it. I'm not looking for anyone actively or trying to force my way into people's like lives, and no one is like been talking to me. I should probably leave the house more often. But I'm a homebody, okay? I'm a homebody, and no one's gonna make me feel bad about that, okay? Fight me. Anyways, so yeah, so I can't tell you about that, unfortunately. But look, unfortunately, I'm sorry. But if I do get some information, y'all be the first to know. Okay, y'all be the first to know. So yeah, overall, general advice is, if you're going to come to Korea and you're plus size or you're big or you're, a person of color, or you look drastically different than what, is the norm here in South Korea, be prepared for people to stare at you. So be comfortable with that, because it's going to happen all the time. Be prepared to look different and feel different from other people. And there is going to be some things that you're not going to feel included in, like shopping or other etc. and stuff like that, if you're with a bigger size, because you're bigger size and they just don't carry that here. So be prepared for that. Have your mental right, be accepting, be happy with yourself, and be ready, and not trying to compare yourself to other people, because you're going to make yourself feel bad. And that's just the general consensus. That's the tea. I'm sipping it. It's hot, okay? Besides that, let's get started with the clothing stuff. It doesn't matter, okay? What is considered plus size in Korea? So plus size is big size, and what's considered big size? Big size is considered from a 6 to 8 American size. So if you know a 6 to 8 US size, from that size above, that is considered plus size. So we're talking about mediums, larges, extra larges. Those are considered plus sizes. Maybe medium, very rarely depending on the location, but definitely larges and extra larges, and anything beyond that. Now I have seen some like plus size like criteria list, you know, measurements list, and they have gone up to a 4X or 5XL in Korean sizing for some plus size locations. But transferring that size to an American size, I doubt very highly you're gonna find 5XL, 4XL clothing to fit an American 5XL, 4XL. So that's really important to also understand, right? So pretty much, like I said, any size from like 6 to 8 plus, large, extra large plus, that's going to be considered plus size. And it's going to be hard to find in a regular average Korean store. Okay, second, the most produced size in South Korea is a small or extra small. And South Korea has something called a free size. Now, South Korea is not the only country that has a free size, but they have a lot of free size clothing. And anytime you do any research about South Korean clothing, free size will pop up in the topic conversation about about Korean clothing. So free size is pretty much just a size small. It's supposed to be a one size fits all or one size fits most, but here in Korea, most of the demographic is small, so it does fit most. I can't deny. So yeah, clothes be coming in free size, small, extra small, medium. Rarely large, extra large, and anything beyond that, you need to go to probably a special place because you're pushing it. You're pushing it. Now, moving forward from that. So what can you find here in South Korea? What can you do about clothing? If you're going to be a teacher, you're studying abroad, or coming on a vacation, and you really was looking forward to shopping here, and now you found out that you might be too big, what can you do? First of all, there are thrift stores and thrift market areas all over the place that carries clothes. You just have to go and you have to look for it. Secondly, Korea has a trend of plus size clothing. That came out wrong. Korea has a trend of oversized clothing, baggy clothes, oversized clothes, loose fit attire, which is meant to be wearing like loose fit for someone who's small, but on you it might fit perfectly fine. So that is another thing to be looking out for. Korea also has a lot of American brands here. H&M, Forever 21, Uniqlo, etc. So if you already shop at these locations, there's a possibility that you might be able to find your clothes there. If you're planning on living here long term, then I would just recommend getting familiar with shopping online. Shein and other brands do ship to South Korea, and South Korea also has an array of South Korean online plus size clothing brands that also will deliver to you as well, including clothing brands for people who are tall, including clothing brands that sell shoes for people who have larger feet, because that's also a problem here in South Korea. So what do I plan on doing about this? Like, what is this whole experiment? Why does it say part 1 on my title? What's going on here? I delved deep, as deep as I possibly could in the short amount of time that I'm going to be here. And I found a bunch of locations that I am really interested in going to because supposedly they sell plus size clothing. Now, I already did a little bit of research. I did a pretty decent amount of research. I did go to one of these locations and the shit looks small. I ain't gonna hold you. It looks small as hell. I wouldn't fit it. So, there's that. But we're gonna see, I'm sorry, I was admiring myself. I'm really cute. Anyways, so yeah, so pretty much I'm gonna be breaking this series down into two/3 parts. 2/3 parts. I'm not sure. Part 1 is going to be that I'm going to go to as many of these plus size locations as I possibly can that are Korean owned locations. Like Korean owned, and I mean owned as in Korean branded. Like there are Korean people who made this you know, business, not an American company that has a spot in Korea. So that is the goal, is to go to as many Korean-owned, Korean-branded businesses that sell what is called plus-size clothing, or bigger size clothing, or big size clothing for Korean people. I'm going to try to find them, and I'm going to try to show you guys as much as I possibly can to see if they really do, or could, you know, really be a good like place to shop at for someone who is not fitting a small or medium or extra small or a free size. Okay, this is probably gonna take me about a week, because that's really all I have until my best friend gets here, and then I have a bunch of stuff planned for us, so we don't have time to be doing this. Well, I'm not gonna bring her into my bullshit, so I don't have time to be doing this while she's here. We have so much stuff to do, so I'm gonna be, you know, getting on to it starting tomorrow. Yes, starting tomorrow, I will do it. Yes, starting tomorrow. Okay, so I will be getting that together. So with that being said, what the fuck is going on here this whole time? No one said nothing about that? Anyways, so that's pretty much the goal. That's the task. This is the first series that I'm doing, and I'm really excited. So that is the goal to do. And I'm gonna tell you guys the locations. If you're here right now and you want to like go see these locations, and you're gonna be leaving soon and you really want to know where I'm gonna go, I'll tell you guys right now so you guys know the Korean spots. The locations that I'm going to be going to that are supposed to be plus size Korean branded locations is Hot Pink, 09 Woman, Romi Story, Lady Plus Outlet, Market A, Hoya in Seoul. And Hoya in Seoul, I'm so excited because she is a TikToker that I've been following for a very long time, and she makes plus size hanboks for people who are plus size, and also for American people or overseas people, are foreigners who want to wear, you know, hanbok styled fashion. So she makes a modernized hanbok for everybody, and she makes them in all sizes. Like, I'm talking about, if you're looking for 5XL, 6XL, all the things, she can get it for you. The price, you know, the price is there. However, I do want to check it out because I've always been interested in going to her location. I love hanbok. I know I won't be able to afford it, but I will be going there just to people who are interested in purchasing like that type of style clothing, traditional clothing or modernized traditional clothing, and you're interested in that. This is a really great location. I already know it's a great location. I haven't even been there. Anyway, there was another place, I think it's called OKBT, or OKB Plus or OKBT Plus, whatever, but it was closed down. So that was one of the places I was gonna go to, people were talking about, but it closed down. I think I saw Romi story at the mall because I was looking for it. It didn't really seem plus size to me. Maybe certain locations have plus size and certain ones don't. I was just kind of irritated that whole day because I just be walking around mad, and I don't like when I look at something and someone comes up to me and look at me, staring at me while I look at stuff. Don't do that. Mind your business, mind my business, okay? If I have a question, I'll ask you. You don't speak English, so don't come to talk to me, because you know I don't know what you're saying. So what you talking about? What you talking about? You just gonna stare at me while I look at the clothes? Get out my face. That was a little aggressive, and I apologize. But anyways, yeah, it didn't look, you know, it didn't look like nothing. Like, it didn't look like nothing at all. And Romi Story is, like, I guess one of the most like popular or commonly recommended plus size brands. So maybe when they mean plus size, they mean for people who are like medium large, extra large, extra large, like, you know, in that range. I don't think they mean American plus size. So I'm gonna check it out again. Obviously, I'm gonna make a video about it and we'll see. And then obviously the American locations, like I told you, Zara, H&M, American Eagle, Nike, Lululemon, Uniqlo, Mango, Forever 21, and also I found a Crocs store, and a Crocs store had size 11, 12 shoes. So if you need a pair of shoes, your shoes break or whatever, and you just need something comfortable and you forgot to bring something, you have big feet, Crocs store got you covered. The places that I'm going to be going that I heard have stuff, even though I'm not listed them, is Itaewon, Hongdae, and Myeongdong. So these are places that a lot of foreigners be. So I'm going to check those out and walk around a little bit more just to see if I can find anything worthwhile. There are some thrift areas that I'm going to check out as well to see if there's anything worthwhile, and we'll see if I can scoop together some damn plus size clothing. Okay, and that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any plus size locations that I haven't listed, that's an actual store to go to here in South Korea, please list them down below for the girlies and the gallies and the peoples who need them. Okay, period. Now before I leave this video, really quickly, there are a lot of plus size men locations. There's also plus size shoe locations, and you can get custom shoes made for people who have bigger feet. And there are locations for men as well. Unfortunately, because I procrastinated so long, I won't be able to get into the shoes and get into the plus size men's locations. If I have time, I will definitely do that, and if I don't, I will leave a list of them, and I'll make a video just going overall of the men's clothing as well as the shoes. I will try my best to get to them, but the way that my life is set up, I don't know if I will, but I will try my best. So don't think that I forgot about other people. I'll try my best. Okay, so make sure you please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, turn on that bell notification so you can be notified every time I post a video, because you know I've been posting. My link tree is down below. You can follow me on all my social medias. I'm Midnight on Instagram, I'm Midnight on TikTok, and if you really want to go above and beyond what you guys already do, thank you guys so much for the support already. You can tip me down below if you really do like my content on my link tree. You can tip me on my link tree. What the hell is wrong with me? Anyways, it's not mandatory, but if you would like to, I would appreciate it. But anyways, I'm about to eat my food. I got ordered from another place, a new place. You know, I'm gonna try it out. It's supposed to be like a White Castle, a Korean version of White Castle. Their logo, their motto for their video is "Other burgers are shit." That's their motto, or like their slogan. I think that's amazing. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. Video about to be long. Okay. Okay, bye. Talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Yeah.